happens. And we've because of this show that I've been doing, it's helped out our band, Something Ferocious, like a lot. You know, I met Ginger, who's fucking mad. Shout out to Ginger, man. We love.
Yes, thank you, Ginger.
Thank you for fucking.
Ginger's a shit.
She is, man. She manages a band called the Fockwolves, and we met them. And so through the show, I've got to meet Ginger, and she's helped us. She helped us promote the. You know, we know that was you, Ginger.
Well, she did the work too.
Yeah,
the artwork for
She's the reason people in Egypt are listening to us.
Yeah, that's right, yeah.
Shout out to Iraq.
Yeah.
To every country in the world, and that's the great thing about what we're doing.
She was helping. She helped promote it, and then the cover art that you see, the Reckless EP with the heads on there, and she took some ideas from us. Nate's rose idea. That's the rose is right in there, and you know she just helped us out, and she's just a really cool chick, and so. Meeting her, meeting all the bands, being able to interview my heroes, you know. Dutchie looks at me, he gets to look at me through the glass when I'm doing the show, and we've got the Dayglow Abortions in studio, or I've had the Briefs in studio. It's just like my favorite bands, I get to talk to them, and it's rad. I mean, this is just as much fun for me as playing with you guys and being on stage, you know. I love this show.
Congratulations, man.
Thank you.
Good job.
Absolutely.
Oh, it's amazing. It's an amazing thing that you're doing. So yeah, now we're on YouTube. So I showed you an album.
Hi, right? YouTube.
What was the deal with that?
And the deal with this is just exactly what you were saying. I may give you a little bit of a hard time and I may grill you, but I agree with you. The product you put out's got to be fucking good. And what you've put out, we're going to play all 4 tracks, but it sounds fucking amazing.
Thank you.
So I had a guest in the studio, local band, and we played. He gave me his vinyl and we played it, and I went, wow, it doesn't sound very good. It didn't, and it wasn't bad songs. They were good songs, badly recorded. And the guy told me, well, here's the thing. I wanted to release it on vinyl. My budget was only this amount, so I skipped
the recording.
Yeah. What do you think?
You can't do that.
That's ridiculous.
The technology's there and it's available, so utilize it. You know.
And that's why, you know, all joking apart, I've never recorded it, never been in a studio.
No,
that's
never. Fun.
It is.
It's my favorite thing to do.
Yeah, it's a lot of fun. I mean, the very first time I recorded in the studio was when my wife was actually pregnant. I shouldn't be saying this shit on the air. My wife was pregnant.
It's all right. You left her at home on her fucking birthday. You can say that.
My wife was in. My wife was. I'm so dedicated to music, you know. So my wife was in labor in the hospital, and she was out. And I was like, well, I'm not canceling the recording session. So I went there and I recorded while she was on. I went back and I was there for the whole childbirth and everything. But I just remember I was, you know.
That's not a wife you currently call wife.
No.
Then who gives a
But the thing is that I know you guys could probably attest to this too, right? Like, do you guys remember the first time you walked in the studio and you put in the headphones and you're looking around and you're just like, it feels like being at Disneyland. You know what I mean?
The first time you just don't want to mess up and you do a lot.
And you fuck up a lot.
Yeah.
Do you? I've never.
Yeah. It was like 15.
There's kind of a nervous feeling the first time you do it, you know, as probably like a youngster, but you get older, it's just like, okay, go in there, nail your shit, and just walk away like,
yeah,
I'm a badass.
That's some good advice for other bands too. Is that when you're gonna go in the studio, that shit costs money, right? And it's not So what you got to do is you got to practice and get your chops down and make sure. Absolutely. You got to know what you're gonna do in there so you can knock out these songs and do it in a timely fashion. You know.
Get your shit down, so it's only 1 or 2 takes.
Yeah, that's it.
So all the money you're spending is not on the actual recording, but the
vinyl.
The vinyl. And to me, I'm sorry. Yeah. I'm sorry. Take your vinyl, smash it up, stick it up your ass, right? Because you're wasting my fucking time as a radio host to bring me that shit. Right? Yeah. You're wasting your own time, which is more important, and you're not putting out a product that you could have improved on. To drop it down and release 1,000 CDs instead of 500 vinyl, and had it recorded properly.
Yeah,
and like we said, we've got people in Egypt, Iraq listening to us. How are they going to listen to that?
Yeah, exactly.
We don't want to give them something that is inferior.
No, and yours is definitely not. So you've recorded it, you've released it as downloads. Are there CDs coming?
Yes. It's on the works. It's going to take a little bit of time, but
that's almost dead technology.
Yeah.
I'd rather do vinyl than a CD. Dude, I mean, nobody listens to CDs.
Did you see like...
You kidding me?
Like Fred had some ideas. You could like open up music cards or something like that, and the music will be on them. There was a bunch of different ideas we're playing with.
But the thing with vinyl is vinyl is so big and bulky, right? And I know this man, it cracks me up. Every time he fucking leans back and he puts it on, he goes, oh man, that fucking sound.
The crackle.
Yeah, that crackle.
I love that
The
sound.
warmth.
Yeah.
You know, I played a song on my show this morning, and it was downloaded from one of those turntables that turns it into MP3. So it went on and it crackled and it crackled and it played, and at the end it got fucking stuck. Oh, shit. And I just left it on the MP3 when I went, fucking sound. I can play that on the show and they'll think I'm playing real vinyl. Yeah. It excites people.
Yeah.
Right? But vinyl's great as long as there's a digital download with it.
So those record players are pretty cool, huh? Like you
Oh,
can
they're
just plug
fucking
it in.
great. Yeah, I got one about 6 or 7 years ago.
All right.
And for all my vinyl collection, the obscure stuff that you can't find anywhere, I put it all on there. It took me fucking hours.
Yeah.
But it's good.
It's a great
shit.
fucking idea.
A bottle of wine, right? And you got some free time.
Yeah.
Just sit there and record all your
Well,
music.
you know, are you guys in? First of all, you're old enough to remember vinyl.
Absolutely.
yeah.
Still around.
Yeah, we all have.
Yeah.
I listen to
I know we
vinyl.
all have some records.
The original shit.
Chris has some Monkey records or something. No, I'm just kidding.
I just got scolded recently, like now, because I'm addicted right now to buying vinyl off of eBay.
Oh shit!
Right?
So you're overpaid.
That's a gamble.
Yeah.
Yeah,
You know what?
Why don't you just go to
It's not.
Doctor Strange?
Because he doesn't have what I'm looking for.
Oh shit! All right.
He
And
can find it.
He can order
No,
it.
he can't. I already been in there and sat
okay.
down with him. He's like, nope, not that one. Because I'm buying one album
Which
over
album?
and
Yeah.
over again.
Yeah.
Never mind the bollocks is the Sex Pistols.
Okay.
Anyway, we don't want to talk about that shit.
I'm curious why you need to keep buying it again and again.
I'm collecting the album, and I got a version this week, a copy of the first promotional or the first release in the US on a promo. And some people just don't know what they're selling. They don't. I mean, one page it sold for fucking $1,200, and I got it for $2,350.
Damn.
Right? And yeah, you're gambling when it gets there. Is it what it says? It is? Yeah, it is, and you can check it because it's scratched into the fucking what it really is. It's scratched into that inside, and I didn't know what that was for before. Did you know that?
Mm-mm.
Yeah,
Yeah, the very
That
center
ring and stuff.
Yeah,
that
the
center
little
ring, it's
yeah.
scratched in there, and you can tell exactly if it's what they
usually
say it
numbered
is.
there.
You know, yeah.
Oh, all right.
So it's interesting stuff, and I'm buying. I'm actually not just that album, but the whole Pistols collection.
Nice.
They're my heroes. You said you played with Channel 3.
Yeah.
They're a band that you don't stop talking about.
I love that band, and that's, it's for me personally. It's like I was having this conversation with my old guitar player last night. I hadn't seen him in probably 13 years, and he was talking to me about band stuff. We're reminiscing and stuff, and I talk about these are my brothers right here. I love these guys. I love this band. I love playing with them. I love hanging out with them, and after doing this for so many years, it's like I don't just book any show. I have goals, and my goal is to have fun. It's really that simple, and I want to play with the bands that I listen to. It's just that simple. I don't have any delusions of grandeur. Maybe we can go do like we've been talking about doing like a quick tour because we're all older and we all got kids and stuff. But being able to look at the flyer that's in the living room, in my living room, right, when we played with Channel 3 or when we played with the Super Suckers or the bands that we like, that's the coolest shit for me. And that's my goal, is to always try to book shows. And it doesn't have to be all the headliners. Sometimes you get to discover great bands and play with those guys, and that's what it's all about. And that band also pushes you to do a better job. I love that. It's not like a competition. It's just kind of like it's a motivating thing.
Well, I want to say something about the Channel 3 show. I've been listening to those guys since I was like 12 years old, and I loved them then. And I've listened to Skinhead Years over and over and over through my adult life. And those guys delivered like nobody. It was ridiculous. They lived up to every expectation I had of them, and surpassed it. And they were super
As a
cool
band,
guys.
or I was just going to say, as a band or as people.
As a band and as people.
Yeah, musically
small show. They put on a great performance.
They sounded like that record did
Mission
back
Tobacco
then.
Lounge, right?
Yeah, the Mission Tobacco Lounge.
So props to Channel 3. They're badass.
Yeah.
Fuck yeah, love those guys.
Still killing it.
Yeah.
I went to see Stiff Little Fingers 3 years ago, and walked in, and Channel 3 with the support, and I came away from that show going, I love that new band. I went to see Stiff Little Fingers the next night, and the Generators were playing, and I went, what a fucking weekend.
Yeah.
I bought a vinyl from this new Channel 3 band and a vinyl from this new band called The Generators. And I bring it back here.
Yeah.
And he goes, I don't even know if you remember. Are you fucking kidding me? Channel 3 have been around however many years. The Generators, I think they're in their 21st year. Or longer.
Yeah, they used to be Schlep or
Schlep Rock.
They were Schlep Rock.
Yeah,
Yeah.
guys from Schlep
But
Rock.
yeah, Generators kill it.
Yeah, yeah, we play with them too. That's another
Yeah.
band that we got to play
Yeah.
with. You know, I had them on the Black Lung show, and then maybe about a month later, we ended up sharing the stage with them too in Corona. I think it was
360 or something like that.
Yeah, bar 1650.
16.
Yeah,
That's it.
1650 in Corona.
Yeah, and we got to play with the Generators, and that's what I'm saying. That's it's living a kid dream. You know,
Oh, fuck yeah.
You know, we even like when we were talking about that studio time, right? When we were younger and all part of the the scene down here in the Inland Empire. I mean, how many times did you guys go see the Voodoo Glow Skulls, right? And now,
yeah.
and we're watching all these bands as kids, and now we're adults and we're hanging out with them and recording with them, and that just fucking feels fucking amazing, you know. And even the Channel 3 show, like I was so fucking happy. They pull up, they're like, "What's up, Ryan? How you doing?" And just that's it, you know. That's victory in life for me, I think.
Oh, that's definitely victory. That's fucking...
You won.
Yeah.
Yeah,
You win, Ryan.
yeah.
You win.
You are a winner.
Something ferocious.
Grr.
So talking about bands, you came in, you gave me a list to play. I'll play this song and then we'll get back to the conversation, right? Because it's an interesting list. I haven't got to the bottom 5 yet, right?
Okay,
But the next band you introduced me to,
okay.
Gogol Bordello.
Oh, yes.
Right?
They're rad.
Yeah.
And I went to see them and met you at the show at the Verizon Amphitheater when they played with Flogging Molly.
And Hepcat too. Hepcat's
Right.
a fucking killer.
Yeah,
band.
that's right. They played that show as
Yeah,
well. Yeah, they
yeah.
opened. And I was blown away because I was expecting some kind of fucking punk band. And I don't think there's a genre that exists for Gogol Bordello.
Well, they call themselves
Gypsy punks.
Gypsy punk.
That's what they label themselves as.
Yeah.
I can go along with that.
Yeah.
Attitude, yeah, I mean, I don't know. But musically, took me by surprise. I'd never heard of them. And I bought a vinyl from them. And luckily for me, it was a digital download as well because it got stolen, as did most of my vinyl. But it was me. We had a blast, didn't we?
Yeah, we did. And the reason why I picked that song too, like I said, it's my wife's birthday. She's at home right now, probably listening to the show. So hey, baby, I love you, and you know,
Happy birthday.
Happy birthday.
Happy
Thanks.
birthday, Nadine.
So this is Nadine's favorite band, and we have actually seen this band all over the place. We flew out to go see them in Chicago. We flew out to see them in Denver. We've seen them there at that show. We saw them in Pomona. The first time I saw them, I wanted to quit playing music. I was like, God damn it, these guys are fucking amazing. They have the most energy. If you've never seen Gogol Bordello live, or you think like you've seen like the best band live, like I'm wearing a Ramones shirt. Like I used to think the Ramones were like the best live band ever. Gogol Bordello fucking kills it live.
They own the stage.
They own the stage.
They own their time.
Hell
They're
yeah.
not as good as the Ramones.
Yeah. Okay.
They're not as good as the Ramones.
All right. Hey, I'm telling you.
But as far as the
You can't
live,
see the Ramones live now, so...
yeah. But
Well,
as far as the live show goes, they really do.
Oh, yeah.
Their presence is big on
I
stage.
mean, what it does, you know what? It's
Yeah.
funny. We started playing a little bit more ska on our shows.
Cool.
And we go, you know what? It's fucking happy music. It's music that just wants you. You can't be fucking sad.
Party music.
Hell yeah.
You know, whereas punk is different, right? But you hear the horns start up on a fucking, on a reggae, ska, fucking whatever you want to call them song, you know, and boom, you're fucking happy. And this band does that. Everyone in the crowd. If you're still sitting down, you're a cunt.
That's right.
Yeah.
Let's play some, shall we?
Yeah. Happy birthday,
go.
Nadine. I love you.
Start wearing purple, wearing purple. Start wearing purple for me now. All your sanity and wits, they will all vanish, I promise. It's just a matter of time. So yeah, start wearing purple, wearing purple. Start wearing purple for me now. All your sanity and wits, they will all vanish, I promise. It's just a matter of time. I know you since you were at 20. I was 20 and thought that some years from now a purple little lady will be perfect for dirty old and useless clown. Oh, from Diogenes to the Foucault, from Ложечкин до паспорту. И я клянусь, обоссав два пальца, что ты, что музыка пошла от звука в уму. Start wearing a purple, wearing a purple. Na-na-na-na. Start wearing a purple for me now. All your sanity and wits, they will all vanish. I promise. It's just a matter of time. So yeah, start wearing the purple, wearing the purple. Start wearing the purple for me now. So why don't you start wearing purple? Why don't you start wearing purple? Start wearing purple for me now. And with they will all vanish, I promise. It's just a matter of time. So feel laughter. Дама ты моя. Опа, ах, подайте нам карету, вот эту, и мы поедем к ребеням. So yeah, I start wearing purple, wearing purple. Start wearing purple for me now. All your vanity and wits, they will all vanish. I promise. It's just a matter of time.
There's bad radio, good radio, and chaotic radio. In that order.
Looking for the answers that they know inside.
chaoticradio.com. You are listening to the Black Lung Show on the world famous chaoticradio.com. I got Ryan Pena. I got Something Ferocious in the studio. It's a special fucking show.
Right. 3 years, man. 3 years I've been doing this show. And we're still going strong, man. If you go watch it on YouTube, you know, that's the beauty of this is that when I have guests or Dutchie has guests on, we eat, sleep, and breathe rock and roll. You know what I mean? And so we still have conversations even when some other music's playing. And just so you know, like today's playlist is picked all by the band, and that one was picked by Matt, Nate's son, who's in studio, who's come to see us play, and real cool kid, man.
I know we can't hear you because you're not on a mic, but how old? How old are you?
12.
You're 12 years old. Is Black Sabbath your favourite band?
Definitely.
How come? How can come up here and get on your dad's mic for a minute? All right.
That one not plugged in?
No, that's not. I'd have to set that up. I didn't expect children in the studio. They're normally fucking banned. Right. You can hear me, okay? Right.
Yeah.
All right. So get up on that microphone. You're 12 years old. How long have you liked Black Sabbath?
How long?
Don't ask him. You can figure. You do math at school.
A couple months.
That's it. Just a few months.
Well, he's 12 years old.
No, I'm just
Big
messing.
Mac was his favorite band before that. He's progressed to classic rock recently.
It's really cool, man. That you get into a band like that. It must be exciting for you to listen to all that.
Yeah.
You know, why that song?
I don't know.
Just because you love it.
Yeah.
That's cool.
Hey,
Spit it out,
Yeah.
buddy.
I know you're hosting the show, and I appreciate that. But I got to step in as a host one time and just ask, because Matt, tell me what it's like seeing your dad play live. I mean, honestly, what is it like when you're out there watching your dad play with us?
It's pretty cool.
Right on.
He's our biggest critic,
It's
though.
embarrassing.
What's that?
He's the biggest critic.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Do you play anything? Do you play
I play the drums.
the what?
The drums.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And looking to start getting a band soon.
Yeah.
That's cool, man. Keep them young, keep them kind. You know, at 12 years old, when I was 12, I was listening to crap music, and then at 14, I was 14 in '77 when punk exploded, and it's like, yeah. And I look back on it now and go, how lucky. To me, I was born in at exactly the right time to enjoy something that that was brand spanking fucking new. It was so different, you know. I can't believe we're sitting there talking about punk now, you know.
And you grew up near it too.
Yeah.
I grew up. Yeah, I grew up half hour on the train from central London, so we would go up there on a Saturday morning and just the punks would just wander up and down the King's Road on one side, and the Teddy Boys would wander up and down the King's Road on the other side, and we'd all shout at each other and fuck off. And there was never. Occasionally there was, you know, but it was just a show. It was fucking peacocks walking up and down, you know.
That kind of makes you a legend too. You know what I mean? We're all envious of that fact that you got to do that.
Yeah.
And you know, we could learn a lot from you. You could tell us a lot of stories and stuff like
Yeah,
that.
it is, and it's funny. I mean,
appreciate
the bands that I went to see that you just didn't even think twice about. You know, I got to see the Clash.
Yeah.
The Stranglers were one of my favourite bands.
Fuck yeah.
I mean, I saw so many of those original bands, but there was also some that I go, fuck it, well, I'll go see them next time. I never saw X-Ray Specs live.
Oh,
Really?
Yeah.
that would have been something.
Oh, I used to love that band.
999 I saw so many times. I mean, I was truly lucky because, you know, that was the beginning of it. It was the explosion. But to hear what you guys are playing and how you're playing it right now is a testament to how the music has survived the test of time.
Absolutely.
We played Gogol Bordello. We played Black Sabbath. What was going around the table
Yeah.
from you?
Okay.
Starting with you. Mm-hmm. What band, you ask this question often, it's a question I love and I don't care how fucking, you know, cliche it is. What band would you like to play with that are still alive right now? Like not the Misfits.
Not the Misfits?
It would be the Misfits, right?
Yeah,
would be
it would-
like,
yeah,
oh,
it
You
would-
could still, you could still actually do it.
And then a dead band.
Live band and a dead band.
And why? And why?
There's a lot of bands that I want to play with. Now I get put on the spot. And,
Yeah,
but
you're not used to it, huh?
but if a dead band definitely would have been the Ramones. I would have loved to have been on stage with the Ramones. And the live band that I got it. I have what I do is kind of like how I do my radio show and how I book the shows for the band. I write a list, and it's kind of like a vision board. Like I picture myself interviewing them, and I work at it, and I email them, and I get them on the show. And then the same thing happens when I book shows with the band. I know which bands I want to play with, and the one band right now that I would love to fucking play with, and I know my band would be in agreement with me, is the Helicopters. I want to play with them really bad. That's who I want.
Fantastic rock and roll band.
Yeah,
maybe the best ever.
Yeah, again, I get introduced to. Here we are talking about 77, all the punk bands, and then you give me a list, and I've never heard of the Helicopters.
Well, you will. You will.
Yeah, I know.
That's
I will.
what. That's
Swedish
what.
band.
Yeah,
possibly the best rock and roll band.
Did you say
ever
Swedish?
exists.
Yes, Swedish.
Fantastic.
So Nate, what about you, brother? Dead band.
This is, I'm going to say, live band. Who's alive? Bad Religion.
All right.
And I'm going to say,
Yeah,
because this is Slayer's final tour and they're going to be gone forever after this, Slayer.
What about a dead
It
band?
doesn't have to match what we play,
No, yeah.
but those are my favorite bands.
What about a dead band?
It's soon.
I'm saying.
It's soon
They're
to be a
gone.
dead
They're
band.
Yeah, that is my dead band.
Gotcha.
But you know what? That I'll never believe that in rock and roll when a band says it's their last.
No
one.
shit, man. You know what I just saw too?
Fucking
Fucking who's playing the Mission Tobacco Lounge coming up in September? The Vibrators, right? And
that's right. We were on their last tour.
Yeah, we were on the 40th last tour
Yeah,
when we played with them
last
so.
year.
Bands use that shit all the time.
Yeah.
Yeah, this is the final fucking tour. No, it's not. You're just trying to make more
No,
money.
it's- you
How many
know-
times did Ozzy do that?
Yeah, yeah. And when I,
Well, it's funny because if you look at the name of the tour I'm going to see, it's called No More Tours.
right, yeah.
And it's definitely his last one. Elton John's just doing his 17th last tour.
And Kiss.
yeah,
Fuck them all.
Yeah, fuck those motherfuckers.
You got to pay for those Ferraris, right?
yeah.
Yeah, or to get a new one, you gotta get the new model.
We got to pay for them.
All right, Josh, your turn.
Ooh, a live band. Let's see. I don't know. I guess we could go with Gogo Bordello because that would be rad.
Yeah.
Dead band. I don't know. We could go something cool like I don't know, Thin Lizzy. Let's go rad.
Yeah,
fucking
nice,
rock the hell
nice
out.
one, dude.
You know.
Thin Lizzy is still going strong.
Well, oh boy, he died.
they're going-
Oh boy, drank himself to death.
Yeah, and it's funny because
Heroin.
we were talking
heroin,
about
yeah.
we were talking about Thin Lizzy recently, and a band who I was introduced to, who I saw for the very first time, was supporting the Ramones.
Yeah.
And that was it. The only show of the Ramones that I ever walked out of. They were fucking useless. But just fuck this shit. You're useless.
Yeah.
Right? They had a new drummer, and he played everything twice the fucking speed.
Was that
He
Richie?
Yeah. I don't know if it was Richie or was Marky a drummer? I think it was Marky.
Marky was a drummer for a while, but yeah, Richie Ramone was.
And we walked out, but the opening band was a band called The Almighty, and their lead singer is a guy called Ricky Warwick. And I recently looked him up, and yeah, you know what? You can't be Thin Lizzy if Phil Lynot's not the fucking singer, but they're still playing and they're still going around, and this guy's their fucking singer.
No shit.
I didn't know that.
Yeah, funny the stuff the bullshit that goes on in our business. You know,
Yeah. Chris, what about you, brother?
Living band would be Helicopters. For sure, the Helicopters.
Yeah.
Dead would be specifically MC5, the 1968 Democratic Convention.
Nice. Yeah.
Open up for that show. Ended in a riot.
Show.
MC5 played the Democratic Convention.
Yeah, out front.
I was going to say they weren't on the main stage
No,
with
not
the president.
inside. Out front, ended in a riot. You know.
Wow, that's the way it should.
What more could you ask for?
Exactly.
Right.
That's what it was all about, because when you go back to those days, right? I mean, no one gave a fuck, and that's how punk started, you know? You label bands, you know, Gogo Bordello, Gypsy Punk, this band, that punk, this punk, none of it fucking matters.
No.
I mean, you look at the poster on the wall behind you, and you know, the Johnny Cash picture with the finger up, you know?
That's punk rock.
Hell yeah.
It's attitude. It's not music. It's never been music. Never, not to me.
That's right.
Attitude doesn't have a genre. That's right. It's just fuck you.
Yeah.
Yeah, we just had to be labeled.
Fucking,
you know?
fucking Josh. That's what I said on the show one time. Before one of my friends passed away, I was actually going to make a T-shirt that says "Punk rock equals fuck you." That's it. That's basically it. I said on the show, punk is an attitude, and then when you do the music, it's a reflection of the attitude. It's just like saying, hey, I don't give a shit what you expect me to play. I'm going to play what I want to play, and either you like it or you don't. Fuck off.
Yeah.
True that.
Yeah.
You play. How long have you been a band?
About 5 years.
Close, yeah, a little
Close
bit.
to 5.
Close to 5. That's it.
Various members on and off, you know.
Yeah, that's a whole story right there.
Hell yeah, that's a fucking whole different story. People fucking you over, people leaving, people coming in. It's difficult. You know, family. It's not always bad reasons people leave. That's for sure. You know?
No, and that's it. We want to say this too. Like, you know, Chris was shouting out to our old drummer Greg, and Greg left the band, and it's not like he quit the band and go do another project. He was just. It just wasn't for him anymore, and you know, and it's not like we're not friends. We still love the guy, you know. So
love Greg.
Yeah. Well, I talked to him, and he just said he's like, dude, I'm just done. You know, loading my equipment up, playing shows, I'm taking it off.
Yeah, so
I don't need to do that anymore. He's like 50 something. I don't know.
Yeah,
didn't want to do it anymore.
He was doing it for a long time, but then, and that's the thing is that why I've done the show for 3 years, and I've never had the band on here because it takes a lot of work to make. Everything's got to click first. And then what happens is that when you lose a member, then instead of writing new material, which is Nate's biggest thing, and it's not a knock on it.
It's the only part I like.
It's a pain in the ass when you have to replace a member and then you have to relearn the set all over again with a new member, and it sets you back. So instead of moving forward, it's always like it seems like in all the bands that we've been in, it's always 2 steps forward, 1 step back. But now we've got a solid lineup. The band is just so much fun hanging out with these guys and playing, and we finally got the EP out, and that's just the first step. We're going to be doing a lot more. We're planning on probably shooting a music video.
You love that sound?
Yeah. We love that sound too.
That's the sound of a cold beer coming out
of my chest. If we were a real radio station, we'd make you keep that outside. But although we're as real as we are, we don't give a fuck.
Sorry, I didn't mean to interrupt your serious thing.
Yeah, you did.
But
you didn't care.
Yeah, because we're like, fuck this.
More important.
If I gotta be here in front of a microphone, I'm gonna need a cold drink, and I'm gonna be loud about it. And by the way, like. Greg was on the recordings, did a hell of a job.
Yeah.
But we you know, I stumbled on my buddy Fred, our buddy Fred, and it happened at the time when Greg left, and so we have a new drummer now. Oh, he's not new anymore.
Yeah.
But Fred jumped right in.
Yep. Shout out to Freddie Bajorquez.
Yeah. Cheers to Fred, man.
He jumped in and was right on the bat. I mean, it took a couple practices, obviously, but
no, of course.
He was like, you know.
Yeah.
But you know what? Let's play something else.
Let's play some cool shit.
Let's play Bad Soul.
Oh yeah.
And then we're going to follow that straight into some Bowie.
Oh, there you go.
Nice. You know,
what Bowie?
Moon Age Daydream.
Okay.
So, I love your playlist.
No.
We're not going to get to it if we carry on fucking yapping like we are. So, which is you know, it's catch-22. You come in. We don't come in to play music, but at the same time, you know, I got 2 million listeners who want to hear some music.
Well, the reason for the playlist too, which I think is cool, and that's what I'm excited about, because you're going to play the EP only has 4 songs. We have another one that we're going to do a single release, maybe on a compilation, and I'll talk about that later. But the reason why we picked this playlist is like these are all songs picked by different members of the band, and it kind of shows you like we all have our own influences. And that's what's cool, and that's what I love about this band is that everybody brings something different to the band, and that's what makes our music different. Because people have tried to criticize, categorize us, and it's hard because we don't play the same thing over and over again. Each song is kind of its own thing, and so
you're a great live band.
Thank you.
Thank you.
We try. So so the first one was really fast, but this one's a little different. And this is a song I actually wrote for my wife. It's a suicide note. Well, no,
love you, babe.
Okay, Marcy.
From who to who?
It's from me to my wife. It's not a okay. That came out way the fuck wrong. Not a suicide note, but it's kind of like my will in a song. Like
the last goodbye.
Yeah, if I pass away, I want her to know that I lived life and I had fun and I had a great time playing with my guys, and so I was just born to be a bad soul, baby.
Yeah,
I like that. Now it's made this interesting. Listen to this song. CaoticRadio.com, The Black Lung Show on the world famous fucking CaoticRadio.com.
Hell yeah!
Where fucking punk lives on. Motherfuckers.
Yeah. A suicide note.
A suicide note.
I made
it. All of a sudden, black clouds just showed up.
Just when I thought it was over, like I sucked in by another. plastic, a cheap faker. Deal breaker. You ain't no giver, you're a taker. So here we go, one more time. I'm about to drop a dime on you. Tell the world who you really are. Show them how I got these scars. So you can't do this anymore. Whoa, I don't know. Deal breaker. You're plastic, bloody faker. Deal breaker. You ain't no giver, you're a taker. Take this. Just when I thought it was over, I got sucked in by another. Told me that things would change, but it all stayed the same when you promised me the world. Oh, no, deal breaker. You're plastic, a cheap faker. Deal breaker. You ain't no giver, you're a taker.
There's bad radio, good radio, and chaotic radio. In that order.
If I should die tonight, baby, it'll be alright. This is my last goodbye. It's been one hell of a ride. Hell-bent on self-destruction, just part of my destruction. I was born to be a bad soul. A bad soul. A bad soul, she said. Spiraling out of control. A bad soul. A bad soul. A bad soul. If I should die tonight, baby, it'll be alright. This is my last goodbye. It's been one hell of a ride. Hell-bent on self-destruction, just part of my construction. I was born to be a bad soul. A bad soul. A bad soul, she said. Spiraling out of control. A bad soul. A bad soul. A bad soul. If I should die tonight, baby, it'll be alright. This is my last goodbye. It's been one hell of a ride. If I should die, 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 if I should die tonight. You've got supplies and they demand it. You've got the looks and the glamour, cut by the chisel and beat by the hammer. And they're naive, so so they believe it, and they will act like dogs when they receive it. Through the darkness and the haze, a straight and narrow fall from grace. They need, they yearn, they lost with cheeks unturned, handshake and hands will not get by the grace of God. Understand, say a prayer so you'll be damned. He's a watcher and the voyeur, the bystander and destroyer. They need, they yearn, they lost for cheeks unturned, handshakes and hands for none. We'll get by the grace of God. Yeah, they get by. They need, they yearn, they lost for cheeks are turned, hands are shaking, hands so now they get by the grace of God. Yeah, we get by the grace of God. We get by the grace of God.
There you go. Thank you.
That was Mighty Fucking Helicopters. You're listening to the Black Lung Show live on chaoticradio.com with your host, Dutchy Hollins. I'm Ryan Pena, and we are something ferocious.
Sounds fucking weird.
It does, right?
Yeah, it does, yeah. Sitting in this room is weird when you're supposed to be sat here, but hey, not today. One time only, eh? So that was the Helicopters. Before that, we played Bad Soul. And before that, we played, what was it?
Deal Breaker.
Deal Breaker. 2 tracks from your new EP.
Yeah. So to clarify, again, it wasn't a suicide note. It was just it was a goodbye. It was a goodbye song, just in case I die, because we don't live very healthy, and just want to tell my wife goodbye, and just say I had a blast doing it. And Deal Breaker, it's when I wrote that song, Chris wrote that song, and I wrote the lyrics to it, and that song was about band members, and it's funny because last night when I was working on this song for a movie that my buddy wrote. Upcoming zombie movie. Can't wait to play that. It's completely different, like synthesizers and a whole different style. And we were in a band together, and we had just got done playing the Warped Tour, and we played like the Youth Brigade, and we had shows coming up with Aggression and a bunch of stuff, and we were going to get signed to a label. And my buddy Jeff that I'm talking about, he was a little older than me, and he had already been in a really famous band, a fucking Christian heavy metal band in Europe, and he used to tour a lot with Motorhead. And he broke up he just said, "I can't do it, Ryan. I can't tour." And I'm 21 years old or something like that. So I got pissed off, and I didn't play music anymore for like 3 years. And then when I got asked to play in the Prostitute Marys, they're like, "Hey Ryan, are you still singing?" I was like, "Nope." They're like, "Do you want to?" I was like, "Nope." And I got sucked back in, and that's kind of how it goes. People in bands sometimes don't have the same dreams that you do. You got to find the right people. And so, like, even in that first line, just when I thought it was over, I got sucked back in by another. And so it's about that Deal Breaker is about other people in bands that let you down. But
it's amazing how things change and things go around from the ups and the downs, especially in this industry.
Yeah,
especially in the local scene. I think people don't understand how big the local scene is. It's huge.
It used to be.
Wherever you live, it may not be here in Inland Empire. It could be on the suburbs of New York or suburbs of LA, East LA or whatever.
Yeah.
But we're the fuckers who are bringing it, and it's one of our bands that's going to be the next big band.
Mm-hmm.
could be you with this new album, because I tell you what, the music's good. You know
Thank
it
you.
is.
Thank you.
All right, we got to go commercial.
Okay.
All right.
Commercial break.
I started, or I was gonna start, and then didn't. With a Channel 3 song. And the moment you only heard the first two chords, and I heard two of you, oh, Channel 3, fuck it. Let's go to commercial with that.
All right.
And we'll be back in about 5 minutes.
All right. Cool.
KaoticRadio.com. You're listening to The Black Lung Show with your host, Dutchy the Punk DJ, and my guest in the studio, fucking Ryan Pena and Something Ferocious. Love you guys. KaoticRadio.com.
Individuality, starting for you guys. Isolated by the boys, never face a threat. Try to argue with the lady, see what you'll. Strength and number, power and crowd. Strength and number, voice get loud. Strength and number, go with the rest. Strength and number, never lose that. Keyboard phones, they're lost in the crowd. Strength and family, for my shot. Eat about the gossip, we give a good chance. Who needs independence when you have a lot of strength and number, power and crowd. Strength and number, voice get loud. Strength and number, go with the rest. Strength and number, never lose that. Mother raising, shaking for responsibility. I like a saw will, I like a dirty. Teenage confusing, send me to the heart of fun. Think I'm ready for the world, even quite a shock. My security, listening. Trying to listen and put the music in your head. But you what I take, so frightening to the proud. Strength and number, power and crowd. Strength and number, voice get loud. Strength and number, go with the rest. Strength and number, never lose that.
Kaoticradio.com is a 24/7 internet radio station.
Very clever.
Find us at www.chaoticradio.com and click listen now. Search for Kaotic Radio and enjoy.
Hi, we're the Briefs, and you're listening to the Black Lung Show on Chaotic Radio.
I'm an alligator. I'm a mama papa calling for you. I'm the Space Invader. I'll be a rock and rollin' bitch for you. Keep your mouth shut. You're squawking like a big monkey bird. Kinda busting up my brains for the word. Keep your electric eye on me, babe. Put your ray gun to my head. Press your space close to mine now. Bring out Rudane's daydream, oh yeah. Don't fake it, baby. Oh, lay the real thing on me. The Church of Man Lover. Such a holy place to be. Don't fake it, baby. Make me know you really care. Make me jump into the air. Keep your electric eye on me, babe. Put your ray gun to my head. Let your space close to mine, love. Bring out Rudane's daydream, oh yeah. Keep your electric eye on me, babe. Put your ray gun to my head. Press your space close to mine, love. Bring out Rudane's daydream, oh yeah. Keep your electric eye on me, babe. Put your ray gun to my head. Press your space close to mine, love. Bring out Rudane's
Radio.com, the Black Lung Show. With Dutchy the Punk DJ, the man escaped the fucking glass and the boot to host the biggest show in 3 years.
Yeah.
The 3rd anniversary show. We even bought you a fucking cake.
I appreciate that.
We're too.
Joshua was happy as shit when he heard about this cake.
Oh, like a fat kid on cake, huh? That's a good time.
Too fucking cheap to get anything written on the top. I didn't even get a candle. Like 3 candles.
Nah.
We're gonna waste 2. They come in a pack of 5. Fuck that shit.
Yeah.
He knows we mean it right from there. Right
Could've
from the
just got
love
some
we
beer.
give, man.
You can't count that high anyway.
Nope.
Have you boys ever been? Oh no, let's go back to your Facebook argument. You never even told us what it was about, right? Facebook fight. That's a new term. That should be a name of a song, right there.
Facebook fight.
Is it a good one? It's worth being on the air, right?
It's fucking. It was. I'm still mad. I was fucking pissed yesterday because the way that it ties into the show is that I have a love-hate relationship with Facebook, right? I only have it so I can promote the show, the
Bullshit.
band. No, I'm serious. You know what I mean? Because everyone
trolling.
You got what's with all the selfies? Then
just kidding.
Yeah.
I don't do selfies. That's what I'm saying. I don't like that shit.
I like reading all the political shit.
Well, that's
I'm kidding.
Yeah, that was my point. So last night, dude, check this out, right? So like what I do on the Black Lung show, I try to keep things positive, right?
Fuck yeah.
And so last night, man, after I get done recording and stuff, I'm having some beers. I'm looking on this on Facebook, and I see a video about puppies, and I'm like, that's fucking cool, you know? I love dogs. So I post a fucking video on Facebook, and it's just people like all smiling and happy and crying. They're getting fucking brand new puppies, and I'm like feeling good. Like, yeah, you know, everyone's posting about fucking Trump and fucking all this other bullshit, and I'm like, puppies.
I can't wait for the punchline.
Yeah,
I'm fucking seriously.
Yeah. So I posted. I said everyone's posting negativity about politics, and I said Vinnie Paul just died from Pantera. Everything's sad. I'm like, so here's some fucking puppies. Watch the video. I said, if you're sad or bitter, get a puppy and shut up. And all of a sudden, out of fucking nowhere, one of my old friends from high school, this chick, and she's my age, right? She's in her 40s.
Yeah.
Never comments and just puts, it's weird that you put a video about puppies and then tell people to shut up. And got offended by me fucking posting a video about fucking puppies.
Should have made it about cats.
Yeah. Well, anyway.
Would have been a lot cooler.
She wasn't upset about the video. She's upset you told everyone to shut up.
Exactly. Exactly. And now I'm getting fucking mad. I'm like, what are you talking about? And I'm going through this big Facebook fight. My wife's walking out.
Who the fuck hates puppies?
Exactly. Right. And
why do you hate? Did you ask her why do you hate puppies?
No, I went through it, and she's super.
Fucking puppy lives matter.
She's super fucking liberal. Like, I hate the extreme right wing. She was extreme left wing.
Yeah.
And so she was posting. She's like, "Don't tell me to shut up. I don't like kids in cages," and made it all about like the kids in Mexico and shit. And I was drunk and I fucking went off.
Yeah.
And I was like, what the fuck are you talking about? I said, you see my last name? Those are my people. Don't fucking preach to me about that shit.
Yeah,
my people.
That's my familia, motherfucker. Yeah. You know what I mean? And I'm like, I'm a foster parent. Of course I don't fucking hate that. I'm like, again, you're posting about a video I shared with fucking puppies. And and now we're going back and fucking forth. And I don't do this, right?
Yeah,
but I'm mad. And I'm like, what the fuck? And
how many drinks were you on at this point?
Oh, about I don't want to tell you. I don't want to tell you.
No, because you know it's funny because I didn't realize. And he told me a couple of weeks ago. He goes, I was drunk last night. He goes, you know what? Fuck that shit. I'm fucking drunk every fucking night.
No, not every fucking night. But so anyway, right? So the end of the argument was just simply this. I was like, you know, I put down. I said, you know what? I'm a foster parent. I'm raising other people's fucking kids. What are you doing with your life to fucking change the world?
Yeah.
That's right. You're Facebook police. Don't tell me shit. I'm fucking Ryan Ferocious.
Yeah.
I was like, get the fuck over yourself. And I was so fucking proud of myself. I
dropped the mic.
Yeah, drop the mic, bitch. Boom.
Get the fuck out of here with that shit. Anyway.
Puppies. Shut up.
Yeah. Fucking.
Yeah.
You out of your fucking mind? Everyone's so fucking offended nowadays.
Yeah.
I posted a video about fucking puppies. People are getting mad at the mentors, about the Dickies, the fucking No Effects is fucking blackballed now. And I posted a video about fucking puppies, and you're going to give me some fucking shit. Fuck you.
You know what, dude? I've been trying to run this radio station the right way for fucking 3 years. You're done. Get the fuck out.
Yeah.
You can't do that shit, dude. You can't bring
we don't want
fucking.
no goddamn
You can't bring politics into puppies.
Yeah,
exactly.
You've done shit wrong if you're
admit it. Just admit it.
Yeah.
You did it there was motives behind that. It wasn't about the puppies.
I tried to make people fucking smile.
You know what, dude? Fucking puppies show that you're like some kind of Nazi or something if you like puppies. Because that's
what the fucking world has come to now.
Yeah.
People turning something fucking decent and fun and turning it around straight away, and it's like, what kind of fucked up world is it?
Yeah.
It's nothing to do with Facebook. Well, I guess some of it is,
Yeah.
and social media,
Yeah.
right? But I don't like no one's ever liked politics. None of us ever liked politics, right?
Everybody's got a soapbox
The only
now.
problem now is if we enjoy. And a lot of people, my girl loves her Facebook. loves it. She goes on and she said, why am I fucking getting so pissed off with people? I go on there, this is my fun. And then some fucking dick put something on there. Back in our day, right, back in 77, right, or go back to 75 when no one wrote any hate songs. Everyone was just fucking love. From 67 through 75, and it was all, everyone's loving, everyone's kissing, everyone's fucking, whatever it be. And then punk came along, and there was politics involved in music. Not all punk.
Yeah.
Not all punk, not for a long fucking shot. I don't think the Ramones have ever sung a political song. Maybe Commando or, you know, some bits and pieces where you could
Bonzo
go,
Goes to Bitbird
you know,
or something.
Yeah, you know, just bits and pieces. But, you know, the Dickies have never been political. The Dickies, all they want to do is have a fucking laugh.
Right. Yeah.
And you understand why a guy loses it. You know, I've never liked No Effects as a band, right? I don't even know who Fat
you on
Mike
that
really is, right? But I understand, I don't agree with it, but I understand a guy with fucking 8,000 people in front of him having a fucking, saying something like that and then realising, oh, fuck, what did I just say? You know? But it gets screwed around and turned around into he's like a fucking Hitler. He fucked up and he deserves losing what he lost through his sponsorships. But when the fuck are we going to just be punks again?
Yeah.
Yeah.
You know?
Yes.
Take that shit out of it. Go buy puppies.
And quit being pussies. Please, everybody quit being a fucking pussy.
Puppies are okay. We're pro puppy.
Yeah.
And we're
This is a pro puppy show.
Yeah.
Get a puppy.
What about kitties? I like cats.
Yeah,
I got those
we're
too.
pro kittens too.
Do you write ever?
We love
you
we love
guys?
pussy.
It's not that kind of show either, Josh.
And we like cats too.
Yes.
It's not that kind of show.
No, it is. It can be whatever we want it to be.
What was your question?
My question was going to be: are you in any way a political band?
No.
Do you ever write
Only
anything?
Ryan
Do you-
between songs.
So when you write the songs, you know, and how many original songs do you write? How many have you written? But how many are there? And if I was to tell you you've got a set, it's a 3-hour set, could you fill it?
Yeah.
No.
2 hours?
No.
15 minutes?
Hour.
An hour.
We probably do an hour.
We could do an hour.
Our songs are 3 minutes long.
Yeah, yeah. There's only one political song that it's not on the thing, but I think it's the next thing we're going to record is the which devil, and it's about like which,
and it doesn't lean either way. It's
not
just
either
you have
way.
no
It's like,
choice. Either one's bad.
Are you left wing? Are you right wing? Which party? Which devil are you going to choose? Like,
yeah.
There's no winner.
Yeah, you're not going to.
no
Which
winner.
devil? Which
Exactly.
I mean, who's got the bigger horns? So that's as close as we can.
So I mean,
politics.
to me, that's huge in our punk scene.
Yeah.
That it's the politics that's going on today. There's going to be some amazing fucking songs written about whether it's Trump, whether it's Hillary, because fuck, I don't know. I couldn't vote for that fucking woman.
Well,
I didn't vote for either. I didn't vote for either
No,
one.
and,
to be honest.
and unfortunately, that's one of the reasons why the dude's a president of this great country.
Yeah.
You know,
Yeah.
you can't argue with it. It is what it is. You know, I mean, I heard it from the others. Fuck it, I don't want to talk about that.
Politics and religion. Let's get off.
Let's
Talk about fucking. Let's get back to some.
Let's go back to fuck you and punk rock.
Yeah,
and
just real quick. Let me just say this about that and about the band is that yes, we could write about that, but that's like low hanging fruit. I think that's too fucking easy. You know what I mean? Any band can do that, and you know the Dead Kennedys already did it, and you know, and I know some bands do that now, but that's just not what we're about. You know, we want to write stuff. That's
fun.
Different. Yeah.
Dude, you're going out to a bar or a club to have a good time to get away from your fucking life.
I thought you were going to say get away from your wife. Then.
Yeah. Well, that too. Well, I mean, unless she shows up, fucking, and you're like, dude, I got my girlfriend here. You have to go, wife. But anyway, that's funny.
That's understandable.
That's fucking funny.
That's funny.
Oh, that is funny.
Insert laugh.
Hey, how do you know when your girlfriend's getting fat? When she can fit in your wife's clothes? Yeah, but yeah.
He doesn't have a wife.
That's not fucking political at all.
So
are you married?
No.
I wonder why.
Oh, a charmer like this?
Isn't it about time for a song or something?
well, there's
You know what? This song's dead set. I'm telling you right now.
I got us away out of politics real quick.
Yeah, you did. And you know
turned
what?
it straight to male
Based
chauvinism.
on how you are right now, and you can take this whatever way you want, just don't throw the bottle at me. This song's called Mongoloid.
There you go.
You listen to the Black Lung Show.
Sorry.
It's all right. See, I started going down it.
Welcome back to the Black Lung Show with your host, Dutchy Hollins.
That was the Stooges. That sucked. That song was fucking useless.
Right? I agree. Thanks a lot,
It
Chris.
was live. You got a live version.
Yeah, it was a live version. It wasn't as great.
Oh, yeah. My girl hates my heroin. Well, you know what? It is what it is. Stooges are... Who the fuck did that come from? No wonder. That came from your page. You posted that last night. A fucking dog. A dog with a Nazi armband on it.
We're not bigots here.
No more puppy talk, please. I don't
It was
want to
the
talk
only
about
time
puppies
the
anymore.
only time I got kicked out of school was because I wore a Nazi armband, and it was nothing to do with being a Nazi.
No,
it was
just
to do with being
rebellious.
a fucking punk, you know.
Yeah.
And it's funny because I'm gonna get. I promise you. By the end of. By the end of the year, I'll have my Sid Vicious tattoo there and my fucking Johnny Rotten tattoo there, right? And the Sid Vicious one's gonna have a fucking swastika in the middle.
Yeah.
There you go.
Because that's what he wore.
Yeah.
So why, and my girl was the one who said this, why the fuck would you fucking take that out of there and change it to something else when that's what Sid wore?
Yeah.
Fuck everyone else. They can think what they want of you. And I'm thinking, yeah, you're right. Now I can imagine. Now I'm imagining after I get it and going, look at that.
Yeah.
And just being on the fucking floor going, oh, maybe I should.
Knock you out.
No, they won't fucking knock
It's
me
just
out.
another way to
Nazi.
say fuck you to everybody. It doesn't mean you're racist. It's just another way to say fuck you.
Yeah, it is, yeah. And all these years later, I don't know if I got the balls to do it.
Yeah.
Everyone's got tattoos, right?
No,
not me.
Chris
Yeah?
does. Chris doesn't. Yeah,
No?
I got a bunch.
I'm
Nate's
the
got
only
a bunch.
one.
Now, Freddie, I don't think Freddie has tattoos either, does he?
No, he doesn't.
Where's the band going?
To
To
hell.
hell if we don't change our ways.
Yeah. I got a hand basket and we can all jump in it, dude.
All right, well, I'm bringing in Ginger's calling.
Oh shit! There we go.
Oh, what a beaut.
KaoticRadio.com. Welcome to the Black Lung Show.
Hey,
What's up,
What's
Ginger?
up?
Hi,
Ginger.
hey. I got more people on the phone.
You got more
With me.
people.
Yeah. Say hi, guys.
What's up, Ryan? It's Eli.
Hey, Eli.
Yeah. What's up?
You
You
been
got the
listening?
Capos on the phone?
Yeah.
What's up, dudes?
Ray, are you there?
Yeah, we're here. Can you hear us?
Yes.
Okay.
So I got Eli and Ray on the phone with me. We all wanted to call in and congratulate you on your 3rd year anniversary.
Thank you very much.
They saw the phone ringing and they went, fucking hell, don't answer it. We're having a blast.
We're having a good time.
I'm sure they are
I go,
too.
fucking hell, they're texting me now. I'm going to have to let them come on the show.
You're wise, Dutchy. You're a wise man.
I'm not sure about that. For fucking hell, no, I'm not.
Yeah, he agreed to interview us. So
Yeah.
I think he's regretting that now.
Just because you're old doesn't mean you're wise.
Who called me old? What motherfucker called me old? Just because I...
Congratulations on the new album, too, by the way.
Thank you. Thank you very much, man.
Oh yeah. Thank you.
Listen to it a lot.
Buy it.
When you sleep, put it on repeat.
Yeah.
So much that you're sick of it now, right?
Yeah.
Yep. It took a long time. These are older songs, and we're writing new stuff right now, and that's what we're excited about. It's a feeling of accomplishment to finally get this stuff done. You know, after different lineup changes. You know, and the same thing with you guys. You know, and I know you guys are. I've been putting stuff out there, and you know,
Who are we talking about?
The Fuck Wolves.
Oh,
Yeah.
damn. Yeah.
Great band.
I should have realised when
Oh, yeah,
Ginger
no
called
doubt.
in and Eli's there, and what the fuck am I thinking there?
Right.
And Eli used to be in a great band called ADHD.
Ray, are you still there?
I'm here, guys. Yeah, I'm here. I'm chilling. I'm listening. I just wanted to say to Ryan, man, congrats on the 3 years. And gosh, just in the last, year and a half that I've kind of known you, I've seen like really cool development. And I think it's awesome. I mean, you were a great interviewer when we first came in, but you've like developed even more, and you're starting to learn the language. You're starting to learn English, which is really cool.
It took a while.
Orale.
No, that's really good. An asshole. So yeah. No, you're doing great, man. I think it's awesome how you're kind of just growing there at the station. I think the whole station's doing great, so it's good to hear.
Thanks, man.
It's one thing about these old songs as you put them, because we're in the same boat, right? You know, when you're in a band that's a showcase band. You know, you're not doing covers. You're not playing old tunes from other people or whatnot. You're not doing a tribute band. You're doing your own music. It gets old for you in a sense, not old in the sense that you're tired of it, but you're creative, so you've got these new songs, but you got to always remember, and it's tough to do that. It's all new to the public.
Right.
So nothing that you're putting out is old. It's all new. It's fresh. It's original. It's authored, and that's really badass because rock and roll needs that today. So I think it's great, Ryan, what you're doing with you and the boys.
Thank you.
When I first started listening to Kaotic Radio, and I first got a show, the only other show that I listened to was yours. The only show. And I would sit by the pool, and at 4 o'clock on a Sunday, I'd put your show on. And it was the only show that I could listen to anybody interviewing someone because you interviewed so well, That's
nice.
And you had some fucking... And I was coaching a lot then. I was coaching soccer teams, so on the weekends I was out. And I would always try and get in the car when I drove home and listen to your show. And the guests you got bigger and bigger and better, even if it was local bands, And I wanted to do that, and then I started doing that right around probably a few months later. And it's an art to do it. We do it in a different way. But I would listen to your show going, fuck, I wish I would interview people that way, And the amount of bands that you've had on the show, and now I'm part of the show, it's a privilege for me to be a part of the Black Lung Show.
Thank you, man.
And your enthusiasm and everything that you put into what you do, whether it was here or whether it was somewhere else, it's the same with your family and what you do with your family and your kids and everything, dude. I'm proud to be part of it. And congratulations, 3 years.
Thank you very much.
It's an awesome thing that you're doing.
I have to be honest with you guys. 3 years, and the best you could do is get your own band.
Hey, to start.
I nearly turned down
shit, man.
Seriously, I nearly said, no, fuck that. I thought you were going to get a real band in.
Yeah.
Oh. Yeah. But he went, no, you know what? I'm just doing it because we've got this new EP out.
But cheers to us. And Ginger, I love your artwork.
Yeah, thank you, Ginger.
Oh, thank you. You're welcome.
Thanks for all your help.
Yeah, we really appreciate that.
Definitely.
Well, Ginger, how many times have you...
She's gifted.
Absolutely, no doubt.
She does all right.
I'm just going to say you guys all inspire me, that's for sure.
Yeah, we can be your muse.
I don't know. I've drawn pictures of dogs or cats or something, but all your guys' music.
Nate doesn't want to talk about that anymore.
I don't want to talk about it anymore.
Oh, that's right. We're not talking about dogs and cats anymore. You
we're sharing kitten videos next.
Nazi puppies.
Nazi puppies.
Fuck off. Nazi puppies, fuck off. That's our next single.
Yeah, that's our next one.
Well, again, I just want to tell you, I love Something Ferocious. Ryan, you're a great salesman, and you finally got me to come to a show, and I fucking loved it. I loved it, and I'm big, huge fan. Big, huge fan.
Thank you, and we're big fans of you.
I'm so excited.
Oh, sorry, I didn't mean to cut you off too. And I gotta tell the Fockwills, you motherfuckers better realize, man, you guys got the best manager out there. You're lucky. We're jealous.
Yeah, no, we feel very fortunate to be working with her, and it's quite a ride, and we've barely started, so we're looking forward to a lot more growth.
Well, I'm going to tell you, we all do this together, Ryan. We all help each other out. You know it.
That's right. And so real quick, while Dutch, you might be guest hosting right now, but one of the things that I do on the Black Lung Show is, as I'm saying, we reciprocate. We show love to all the other bands. Right. So right now, we got you guys on the phone real quick. I know you guys got some gigs coming up. Why don't you plug them right now while you're on the air? Where are you guys playing?
Go ahead, Ginger. What's our next gig? It's
they don't know.
We're doing the
Lytle Creek
Canyon Festival in Lytle Creek at Hidden Acres. It's an all-day hot rod, motorcycle, rock music.
Wait, when is that?
Family thing. So out toward you guys. So come on out if you want.
That's in the neighborhood.
Down the street from my house.
Super fun. Should be fucking great. And then after that, we're playing at Pure Platinum Strip Club in San Diego, which is going to be freaking fun.
What's the date for the Lytle Creek show?
What's that?
What's the date for the Lytle Creek show?
I don't know. I don't know.
Well, Ginger's a great manager, but she's got to work on her sales.
Just go to the Falklands.
Yeah.
I'm not
Facebook
working the
page.
door, so how well I know. But the one in San Diego at the strip club is also the motorcycle graveyard bike night. They go on a day ride, and then they all meet up for the show at night. So it should be pretty fun down in San Diego. Nice. And then we got a tour in the works coming in September, going all the way up to Seattle. So
I love it up there.
Keep an eye out.
Cool. Well, thank you very much for calling in. We love the Flockwills. We love you, Ginger.
We all love you back, right, guys?
Keep up the good work. We love you, Ryan. We love you, Dutchie. Love all you guys, and we're looking forward to come back in there soon once we get.
Yeah, and we'll set up some gigs together, for sure.
Speaking of that, Ryan, call me later tonight. I might have an awesome gig that you might want to jump on with us. So give me a call.
All right,
sweet.
We appreciate that.
Well, of course, I want you to jump on, but I want you to want to do it.
I want you to want me.
All right, I love you all. That's chaotic.
Bye-bye.
Appreciate it, Ginger. Thank you, darling.
All right, thank you guys.
Oh, that's cool.
I
It's
love
always
that
cool having them fuckers come in the studio.
Fucking A.
So we're going to go straight from that, and we're going to play the last track off the new EP.
Yeah, let's blow our wad. It's been 2 hours. We can let it all go.
Shortcut to Nowhere.
Yeah.
Tell me about it after we play it.
All right.
Afterwards. Yeah.
Kaoticradio.com. Black Lung Show on the world famous.
Kaoticradio.com.
I love this fucking place.
Fucking
Sometimes you gotta slow down. You know you're gonna burn out. Got the candle lit at both ends, following your so-called friends. Keep trying to drown your demons, but those motherfuckers learn to swim. Keep trying to find a reason you're on a shortcut to sometimes you gotta speed up. Whoa, yo, gonna throw up. Got the needle pushing of the red, following your so-called friends. Keep trying to drown your demons, but those motherfuckers learn to swim. Keep trying to find a reason you're on the show, cut to nowhere.
famous, chaoticradio.com. The Black Lung Show with your host, Dutchy the Punk Rock DJ. My special guest, and it's probably the one and only time this will ever fucking happen. And it's weird to say it, but we're going. I'm going along with that fucker. Ryan Pena. Every song on there is totally fucking different.
Yeah, thank you.
Totally different style. The guitar solo on that.
Nate's the first guitar solo. I'm the second one. So, and we try to do that in songs. We split the guitar solos.
So you know what? Going back to our very early days, what we were talking about, punk, right? And you were in the studio, and you're picky about how it sounds because punk has changed so fucking much. You're a punk band. There's no doubt about that. But punk back in the day didn't have too many guitar solos at all, and if it did, it was 3 fucking notes.
Right.
Yeah.
The Pistols in the UK, it was the Pistols that exploded. The Pistols, the Ramones, the Clash. And it's because of those bands that I ever picked up a guitar, because I couldn't play. I tried to play rhythm guitar or lead guitar, whatever you want to call it, in a 3-piece band for 2 years, and it was fucking terrible. I didn't even know a chord, not one. Right? It was one finger across that, and that worked. It worked. People liked it. People didn't give a fuck at that time. Things have come that far, you know? Real musicians playing real music in a different style, but still punk.
Right.
You know?
Yeah.
You said you were... I don't know if you think I'm even close when I said it sounded like a Guns N' Roses... it sounded like Slash playing guitar.
Yeah, Slash, big influence. And... you know, I don't think the early punk bands get enough credit. It's like there was musicianship, you know, and it doesn't have to be the best or greatest. So, you know, you just play what you can play.
That band right there, every one of them was at university. It's the Stranglers. I'm older.
Yeah, the fucking Stranglers are rad.
Yes.
They were all studying music at one of the top universities in the country, and they became a punk band.
What's the point of doing it if you don't want to excel at what you do?
Right.
If you don't want to better yourself, then why even bother doing it?
I don't want to better myself. No, no, I'm being really honest, right? Because I'm in a different mindset. I feel totally like amazed that I'm even able to be on a stage because I'm such a bad bass player.
Get the
right?
Get out of here.
No, I'm serious.
I've seen you play. You're good.
You know what? My band said, let's play Too Drunk to Fuck, and I tried it for months, and we can't do it.
You were too drunk to play.
I know. The sad thing is I was too sober to get fucked up enough to play. No, I'm not a good player, but what punk allowed was people like me to get in a band. Now, if you're a band that want to go somewhere, you wouldn't allow me in your band. That's fine. You know, that's the way punk is. But it allowed people like me, because before that I couldn't have played in a band because they'd have given me music, they'd have given me songs like I can't play it. They go, well, fuck off then. Right. Punk allowed musicians like me to do what I'm doing.
That's cool.
It makes that kid who's 12, 14, whatever, go, you know what, I can do this. I want to do this. Let's make it happen.
It's funny you say that because I feel the exact same way. The guys in the band know I don't play any instrument whatsoever. And still after playing it 20 fucking something years, I don't even know an A from a fucking E. You know?
Yeah,
I don't.
Ryan's our Dutchy.
Yeah.
You know, well, it's a funny thing you say that because, you know, people talk about give me an A, give me an E, give me play a C sharp. And I've got the original Sex Pistols songbook from Nevermind the Bollocks at home. And in the end, I told the guy, shut the fuck up. Stop telling me what note to play. And just get a pencil and put it there and scroll it. There we go. Now I know what you're talking about. So when you say a C, I look at the piece of paper, and that's what now has become bass tabs, you know, first string, seventh fret. You know, no one's talking music. We're talking fucking how an idiot can play a bass guitar. That's what bass tabs are.
The dummy's guide.
It's a dummy's guide to bass guitar, right? Or any guitar now.
Well, that's how I learned. Yeah.
But that was punk.
Yeah. Well, you talk about the Sex Pistols and that, Nevermind the Bollocks. I mean, it was a intricate guitar work that Steve Jones did, you know, and I think it was the first punk record that sonically sounded on level with some of the, you know, rock and roll greats. Yeah. You know, so, I mean, that's what, I don't think punk gets enough credit. You know?
Exactly. And you, as you were saying that too, right? So my story was that when the very first time when I was in high school, I was watching my friends play, they were opening up for the Dickies. And I remember being there watching them play with the Dickies, and I was like, fuck, I want to do this. But I don't want to fucking I don't have time to learn how to play guitar or drums or bass. So I grabbed a bunch of beer and I started a band.
Grabbed a bunch of beer. Yeah. That's how the story began.
Yeah, that's basically it. And then I played in some punk bands and I sucked horribly. And then after years and years of playing, you just kind of get an ear for it. And that's basically what I do in this band. I mean, I trust these guys. They write some of the best fucking music. These are the best musicians I've ever played with. And let me say this real quick. The best advice I've ever gotten in my life, because when I first started playing, I played with all my high school buddies, right? These are the people I felt I was comfortable with, right? And so we can go up on stage and drink beer and suck, and it didn't matter. We were just having fun. But my drummer at the time told me, he said, Ryan, he said, you're never going to get better as a musician unless you challenge yourself and play with different people that you don't know. And when I met these guys, I was blown away. And these guys are the most talented musicians that I've ever played with.
Shucks.
I love these guys.
You must have had some bad musicians.
Oh yeah.
Oh god,
that was pretty bad.
Oh golly.
But after years of doing it, though, you know what I mean. Like we speak the same language. I don't need to know that, and you can hear the music's come along. These guys write the songs. I listen to it, and I'm like, okay, I know when to come in. I know when we're going to do a bridge. I know when we're going to do a chorus. I don't.
Well, Ryan has a great sense of melody, and what's great about his lyrics is that it tells a story. It's not abstract, and it has a point of view and has a point that he wants to get across.
Thank you, Chris.
Yeah, she does. Yeah.
You're a great band.
Thank you.
I think I've played with you twice.
Yeah.
Once at the Tiki Bar, right?
Yeah, SOS, the Schooners on Sunset, right?
Yeah, and that was the other one, yeah. And you're a great band to see live. And there's too many bands that ain't good to see fucking live. It's simple as that.
There's a lot of them.
We're in a very crazy fucking area where, especially down as you go either into LA or in Orange County, where there's maybe 6 or 7 venues the same night with all 4 or 5 good bands. Where do you go and see a good band,
Mm-hmm.
That's a challenge for guys like you,
Yeah.
Where do you play? And why,
Like I was saying earlier, we play the shows that we want to play with the bands that we like, So if we're not having fun, then what's the point, It's going out. So I've said it before. Some people, they live their life and they maybe they like golf, right? Or they play video games, and that's what they do. We play rock and roll, and that's what we love. And we love hanging out with each other. We love writing new music. We get excited when we get a new song, There's nothing better than writing a new song when Josh loves it and you get that big fucking burly fucking man laugh like, fuck yeah.
Yeah.
I got a question for you, and I listen to you say this every week, right?
Yeah.
And I used to be against it, and I'm now 50-50, right? You can get some better shows. Don't fucking attack me yet, right? You can get some better shows if you pay to play, right? Now, if you do pay to play, there's 4 of you. You're in a good band. As long as the lineup is good and it's guaranteed to be good, right? And they give you 10 tickets each. That's 40 tickets. The tickets are $10 each, $15 for the person who's going in, but you only need to give them back 10. So you could make $5 a ticket. It then becomes, it's not pay to play. You're getting paid to sell their tickets. And you can play with decent bands.
I don't know. That's the line we draw in the sand. Is not pay to play.
Oh well, just what's one of the decent bands that we've been offered to play with?
I don't know. So let me give you.
Neither do we.
All right. So we were offered and accepted to play when X played the Observatory 3 years ago. They played 4 nights, 4 sold out nights.
Yeah.
Right.
It was sold out. Then why did you have to sell tickets?
Because they're still greedy fuckers.
Okay.
Right? But so they were still looking for bands to fill certain slots.
Yeah.
I think it was a 25-minute opening 4X in the main arena.
Did you guys do it? Right? Did you have fun?
No, my boys said, fuck that, we're not doing pay to play. Yeah. Now,
Good.
they regret it. They regret it now because we could have made money off of those tickets. And if we're not good enough to sell fucking tickets to a sold out, it's a fucking sold out show.
It's a sold out show. Why the hell would you have to be? You have to do anything.
Yeah.
Just show up.
Yeah, pay to play just ruins the whole music scene to me.
It does.
I know what his take on it is. I really do.
I see your point, Dutchie, but I think it's kind of an insult.
Yep.
It's like we just want to go out. We want the DIY thing. We want to the punk rock thing, it's like you put it together yourself. You enjoy yourself.
No, I agree
You
with
do it for the fun of the scene, for like everything involved. And then when they're trying to make extra profit just for you to show up and play your instrument, they're not paying for the gas. They're not paying for anything. You bring all your shit. You're doing it yourself. Why the fuck do they need to force us into a situation? They should be better promoters. They should get it out there more than they're doing.
And they should pay you gas money.
They're not promoters anymore. They're letting you be the promoters. I agree with you. I mean, don't get me wrong. I understand why a younger band who really want to go somewhere would do it. I do.
And we did it when we were younger. Like when I was a teenager playing the Showcase Theater in Corona, right?
Or the Whiskey, the Roxy.
Yeah, all that stuff.
in Riverside.
You're trying to,
Everyone's
Harry
done it.
C's. Remember that shit? Yeah.
Everyone's done it. We don't have to
Everyone's
do that
done
shit
it,
anymore.
but once you get older, it's what I'm saying. It's extremely insulting. The promoters don't promote anymore, and you get a bunch of guys together who have to make time in their life. They have to and spend money on equipment. And then we are in the position where we have to sell tickets for you. Why? If X can't sell tickets by themselves, then why would they need? Why do they need the opening acts to do that? It's fucking insulting. It really is. And my position, but my band's in the same way. Anytime that I would never even, these guys would slap me in the fucking face. We're like, hey, we're gonna pay to play fucking anywhere. No, we're just not gonna fucking do it.
All right, we're just about out of time. And I know I've played the song already, but I'm going to play it again because it's fucking good.
All right.
Thank you.
Then we come back, we'll tell each other to fuck off and we'll be gone.
All right, let's do this.
Yeah.
First of all, though, Ryan, congratulations.
Thank you.
I love what you do with Chaotic Radio, for Chaotic Radio and yourself, and for the local music scene. Having the bands that you have in, whether they're local bands, whether they're bigger bands. And one of the favourite shows I sat in there was the Dayglow Abortion. the Dayglow Abortions, and I just fucking dude, I'd never heard of them before. And I come out there a big fan. Played them on the show today. Yeah. Cool. Make sure you continue to do what you do, brother.
Yeah, for sure. This next year is going to be better. I was telling the guys, like another band that we didn't mention. I don't know. I don't have the date yet. Like I said, I go through a list of bands that I want to interview on the show. And we're going to interview one of the guitar players from Glucifer, which is another big influence on the band. So that's another great band. If you haven't heard of Glucifer, trust me, I know what the fuck I'm talking about. My name is Ryan Pena, and this is the motherfucking Black Lung Show on chaoticradio.com.
And he likes puppy videos.
Yes!
Steering the barrel of a loaded gun. Reckless. I've got no regrets. I learned to forget. I've got rock and roll amnesia. I'm a fan of bad decisions. Don't need no rhyme or reason. Reckless. I've been no one. All my friends do what I've been for. Reckless. I've been no one. Steering the barrel of a loaded gun. Reckless. Reckless, I feel no one. Got all my friends who have been fun. Reckless, I feel no one. Staring in the mirror of a loaded gun.
KaoticRadio.com. That throws me off every time. I got to remember this. The song finishes 30 seconds before it tells me.
Yeah, thanks a lot, Eddie.
Yeah.
Don't you dare blame Eddie. Fuck that.
Welcome to the Black Lung Show.
Yeah, exactly. It's the same. It's Chaotic Radio for a fucking reason.
And Dutchie, I said this off air, but I want to say it on air. Thank you for those tickets you gave my son and I to see GBH. That was ridiculously sick. That was a great show.
It was something that I pulled out of last minute because for different reasons. I had punk rock bowling that weekend. I was going to see both bands, and I had a busy schedule, and so it was like it couldn't have gone to better people
Nice. Thank
you know that it happened. You know, I like to give some tickets away on the show now and again. I don't.
Those were your personal tickets, and you gave them up to us.
They were, yeah.
Yeah, we really enjoyed them. So, that was great.
All right, we're done, gentlemen. Ryan, man, thank you so much. Fucking
you,
awesome, my man.
I'm so glad you're part of the show, man.
Thank you, Dutchie.
No, thank you. Thank you all for coming in. We're going to finish off with the song Bad Soul. People, if you're out there, go and fucking download this.
iTunes, YouTube.
Yeah, and since we only put out a 4-song EP, it's only like $4, dude. So that's it, man.
Yeah.
$4
$3.96 on iTunes.
More to come.
Yeah, we have a something coming up on a compilation, and then we got more.
And great fucking music. Gentlemen, thank you so much.
Thank you.
Thanks.
Any fucking time. It's a pleasure.
If I should die tonight, baby, it'll be alright. This is my last goodbye. It's been one hell of a ride. Hell-bent on self-destruction, just part of my destruction. I was born to be a bad soul. A bad soul. A bad soul, she said. Spiraling out of control. A bad soul. A bad soul. A bad soul. If I should die tonight, baby, it'll be alright. This is my last goodbye. It's been one hell of a ride. Hell-bent on self-destruction, just part of my construction. I was born to be a bad soul. A bad soul. A bad soul, she said. Spiraling out of control. A bad soul. A bad soul. A bad soul. If I should die tonight, baby, it'll be alright. This is my last goodbye. It's been one hell of a ride. If I should die, 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 if I should die tonight. Whoa! Come on, it's all right now. I sat up in my window, looking down on the street. A strychnine bargain woman, man, don't you look so sweet? Well, I say, come on up and sing me sometime. I'm just no drunk and saying but I'm feeling so fine. Been out sailing on the 7th sea. Baby, won't you give it to me? Wow. Baby, won't you drive me mad? Baby, don't you let me mad? Baby, don't you give me the love? Baby, won't you carry me home? Baby, won't you jump and shout? You know what I'm talking about. Baby, won't you drive me wild? Baby, let me see you smile. Oh, yeah, yeah. It's all right now. Right now, I see all the city, the soapy swingers, standing on the ballroom floor. Sliding and gliding, left you pass by my way. She was a female mercenary coming on from wall. The ultimate inflection on the word perfection.